What's going on, guys? My name is Will.
I'm Allie.
And welcome to another episode of Fun with Will.
And Allie.
That's right. So for everything new with gaming and funny reaction videos, subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell because we go live playing some game every single day and we post videos every single day. On today's episode, we will be reacting to Godzilla and King Kong pitch meeting. Now, I'm Team Kong.
And I'm obviously Team Godzilla.
So I believe Kong is going to win this new up and coming. Come on. He's definitely going to win. He's
No.
His name is Kong. Okay? And yours is
Godzilla. Okay? God.
You're king of the monsters, but
He's a godly monkey, okay? It's in his name. Come
godly,
on.
dragon.
Get out of here.
Anyway, guys, let's get into the video.
Oh, you have a Godzilla sequel for me? Yes, sir, I do. Now, one of the complaints of the last movie was that there wasn't enough monster stuff. Are we gonna change that this time around? You know it, sir. There's gonna be a ton of monster stuff in this one. I love it. A lot of it obscured, mind you. What? Well, we're gonna have all the fights take place with a whole bunch of stuff going on, like blizzards and storms and smoke, usually taking place at night, sometimes in the ocean. Okay. It's still gonna look really cool, though. Okay, good. When we're not cutting away to humans reacting, mind you. What do you mean? Well, whenever cool monster fighting is going on, we're just gonna cut away to humans a lot, going like... Oh, well, that expression is just as fun to look at as monster fights, so cut away, my friend. Let's look at reactions instead of the action, for sure. Great. So what actually happens in the movie? Well, we're gonna meet the Russell family, and their kid Andrew was killed a couple years ago when Godzilla popped out. Oh, wow, a very squished son. And so the father, Mark, became an alcoholic, and now he looks at wolves for a living, and he lives in a cabin that I saw Robert Downey Jr. hanging around for some reason. Very cool. And his wife, Emma, works for Monarch and lives with their daughter, Madison. And Emma has this thing called an orca. So Mark listens to wolves and she listens to killer whales. No, the orca is actually a little device that lets you attract or alter titan behavior through bioacoustics. Oh, those are science words. Yeah, so they're checking on this big larva called Mothra, and Mothra starts freaking out and killing people. Oh, that larva is pissed. So Emma uses the orca to control Mothra, and her daughter helps out too. Wow. But then some eco-terrorists burst in and shoot all the scientists there and take Emma and Madison with them. Oh, murder and kidnapping are both illegal. They are, but later we're gonna find out on a Skype call that Emma's actually working with the eco-terrorists. She planned the whole thing. So she had armed men burst into the room where her daughter was supposed to be and just start shooting? That's right, she's actually the worst. So what's her plan exactly? Well, she wants to release all the titans around the world and restore natural balance, because she thinks that the humans are like Earth's infection. She wants millions and millions of people to be killed by monsters. She does, and she even has a little video presentation ready. She has some cool footage to show everybody. It's a very professional presentation. What? When did she prepare a presentation? Oh, well, there are actually a ton of presentations in this movie, so whenever a character's not on screen, you could kind of assume they're off working on a slideshow. Well, okay then. So anyway, the good guys at Monarch, they recruit this guy Mark, because he actually helped build the orca. Okay, and what kind of characters are we talking? Well, most of them are like if you built a robot that says exposition and occasionally fires a gun. I like the sound of that. But one of them is gonna be Snarky Countdown Guy. And what does he do? Well, sometimes he's snarky, but mostly he just tells everyone how much time is remaining till things happen. That is helpful. Yeah, and he's pretty funny too. At a certain point, someone's like, oh my god, and he's like, Zilla. Godzilla? That's the name of the monster. It sure is, sir. Oh, I love comedy. Is there any other funny stuff? Absolutely. At a certain point, one character is gonna say that this monster named Ghidorah kind of sounds like gonorrhea. That's the name of a sex thing. It is. Wow. So anyway, these good guys, they have to stop the eco-terrorists, because they're going from Monarch base to Monarch base and releasing monsters. And none of the bases beef up security after the first terrorist attack? Apparently not. Oh well. So they go and release this big three-headed monster named Ghidorah in Antarctica. Oh, the one we're gonna make an STI joke about. And then they're gonna let a fire monster named Rodan out of a Mexican volcano. Volcanoes are hot sometimes. They are, and so then the good guys are gonna try to lure Rodan out into the ocean towards Ghidorah, and a bunch of them die, like one jet pilot ejects directly into the monster's mouth. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie. So then what happens? Well, then Godzilla shows up too, because he just suddenly keeps popping out all the time. The good guys can't track him or anything? Well, yeah, they can sometimes, but not when I want him to suddenly pop out. Okay, gotcha. And how does he travel around the world so fast? Well, there's like a big network of underground tunnels, and he uses them like wormholes. Oh, secret monster holes are tight. Oh, I don't like how that sounded at all. I don't like how that sounded either, and I apologize. Please don't tell HR. I don't know anyone named HR. Is that your son? Yes. Anyway, so then this army guy tells them that they have a new weapon called the Oxygen Destroyer on the way. Okay. And this thing kills Godzilla, so people in the audience are gonna be like, wow, Godzilla's dead, that's crazy. Godzilla dies halfway through the movie? I feel like no one's gonna believe that that's permanent. Well, it's gonna happen anyway. Well, okay then. So then Emma kind of realizes that her plan to kill millions of people is actually gonna get millions of people killed. Oh, she pieces that together, huh? Yeah, she figured it out, so she gets into an argument with eco-terrorist guy in Madison. She hears the whole thing. How does she do that? Well, it's broadcast through the entire base over a speaker system for some reason. Oh, that's a thing that makes sense. Fantastic. So Madison is gonna have to take the Orca to Fenway Park in Boston and broadcast a signal and save the day. Isn't it gonna be tough for her to get the Orca with the terrorists around? Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because they leave her unsupervised, and also they leave the Orca unsupervised. Well, great. And meanwhile, the good guys, they realize that if they nuke Godzilla, they could bring him back to life. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so this doctor who's like a Godzilla specialist, he volunteers to bring the nuke himself. Feels like maybe they should keep the guy who's a Godzilla expert around and maybe send a low-level soldier to do that. Well, they're gonna send the Godzilla expert, so he blows up a nuke and dies. Fair enough. So then there's gonna be a big old fight in Boston between Godzilla and Ghidorah, and the fire monster Rodan is gonna be there, and so is Mothra. Oh, Mothra. Yeah, so Mothra dies. Oh, Mothra. Yeah, apparently it's tradition. If you have Mothra show up in a movie, you gotta kill Mothra. Oh, I didn't realize it was tradition. And then thanks to Mothra's sacrifice and the nuke, Godzilla gets super powerful and he makes this big explosion. Very cool. Also, Emma sacrifices herself. What? Why? Well, she gets in a car and drives further away so people can escape. I mean, it sounds like a huge blast, right? Is a couple of blocks really gonna make any difference? Probably not, but this way she gets a big redemption moment. Well, she's responsible for an insane amount of death and destruction in this whole entire thing. I'm not sure this is super redeeming. Right, well, it's gonna happen anyway, so I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about it. Oh, okay, yeah, let me get off of that thing. So then a bunch of other monsters show up and they all kind of bow to Godzilla because he's the king of the monsters. Oh, I actually just had an idea for the title. Oh yeah? Yeah. Godzilla, the big old lizard. That's not good. I'll figure something else out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. So what do you think? Well, it sounds like there are more big monster fights, so this will be our most successful monster movie yet.
Box office.
You have a King Kong movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. So it's gonna start off with an American World War II pilot landing on Skull Island and facing off with a Japanese pilot. Okay. And then as they're fighting to the death, a giant ape shows up. Oh, is it King Kong? I bet it is. It is. So then the two pilots are gonna band together and become best friends and learn to survive on this island that's full of giant monsters. Wow, that sounds like a great movie. Oh, yeah, for sure it would be, but we're only gonna see that first part I mentioned. Oh, we are? Yeah, all that other stuff is just gonna be mentioned in passing later. Oh, I'd kinda like to see that though. Too bad. Oh, dang it. Okay, well tell me about this big monkey. Well, you know how King Kong would usually climb buildings? Of course. Well, now he's gonna be the size of a building. Oh, very big monkey. Yeah. It's just too bad that I guess we'll never get to see the iconic King Kong climbing a skyscraper thing if he's the size of one. Yeah, well, it's a necessary sacrifice because he has to be big enough to fight Godzilla in a couple of years, remember? Oh, true. We're making this into a cinematic universe. We sure are, sir. Praise Marvel. Praise Marvel to you as well, my child. Oh, hey, maybe we could get some Marvel actors to play in this thing. I'll get at least 3. Incredible. Stan Lee be with you. And also with you. So anyway, then we jump forward to 1973 at the end of the Vietnam War. Okay. And a bunch of characters are gonna fly on one last mission to go check out Skull Island. So who are these characters? Well, there's this one character, Mason Weaver. Oh, and what's her deal? Her deal is that she's an anti-war photographer. Okay. And that is all. But what's her character arc? What character arc? Yeah. Pass. I don't know what that term means. Fair enough. Anyway, there's this other character, James Conrad. And what's his deal? He's a British guy who gets hired as a tracker because he's good at everything. Okay. And that's pretty much his entire character and his entire story. And these are the 2 main characters? Yeah, maybe. It's not entirely clear. I have to say, I feel like there should be a little bit more to them. Did I mention they'll both be attractive and wear tight shirts? There it is. That'll do it. Great. So what happens in the movie? Oh, well, this organization Monarch goes to recruit James because they want him for this mission to Skull Island, right? Right. And they offer him some money, but he's like, whoa, I'm gonna need 5 times that. This is dangerous. That sounds fair. And he says, if we make it back alive, I get a bonus. He's negotiating for more money if he doesn't die. Yeah, it's gonna be this badass way of saying how dangerous this is gonna be. So he's like, I will go die if you pay me 5 times what you just offered me, and I'd like a little more if I don't die. That's right. Why would he need 5 times the amount if he dies? Listen, it's just a very cool line. Let's not focus on whether or not it makes sense. It doesn't. Right? Oh, Oh, definitely get off my back about this. I do not like having you
get
on
off
there.
that
Well,
thing.
okay then. Anyway, a bunch of soldiers are gonna go on the mission too. And what's their deal? They're all soldiers. Right, I should have figured that one out. Oh, and one of them has a son named Billy. Oh, wow, that's something. Yeah, and at the start of the movie, he's writing a letter to his son that starts with, "Dear Billy," right? Right. So throughout the movie, the soldiers are gonna be saying things like, "Dear Billy, we're in trouble." They're gonna do that more than once? Over and over and over again. That doesn't sound like it's gonna land. Oh, yeah, no, it won't. Oh. Anyway, so all these many characters fly by helicopter to Skull Island, right? Right. And when they get there, they drop these bombs, because that's gonna help them make maps somehow. Oh, cartography bombs are tight. Yeah, but instantly that makes Kong upset, so he starts attacking helicopters. Oh no. Yeah, he throws a tree at one of them, and they're gonna be like, "Whoa, that's a big monkey." So they fly away. No, they fly right at him. What? Yeah, they're gonna try to shoot him at very close range. Why would they do that, though? And then Kong makes a helicopter crash. Well, that will be fun to watch. And then Kong makes a helicopter crash. Yep, very cool. And then Kong makes a helicopter crash. Another one, okay. And then Kong makes a helicopter crash. That should be enough. And then Kong makes a helicopter crash. Please stop. And then Kong makes a helicopter crash. Oh,
Actually
please
destroy
stop.
This many?
And then Kong
And
makes a
then Kong
helicopter
makes a
crash. Okay, that's
helicopter
enough of that. Okay, sorry. So Kong smashes all these helicopters. Does that mean everybody died? No, many people survive. Oh, they do? Yeah, and so for the rest of the movie, all these people have to make it to an extraction point without dying. Very exciting. Yeah, so they'll walk and talk and then see a big monster. Oh. Yeah, and then they'll walk and they'll talk and they'll see another big monster. Wow. And so yeah, we'll pretty much keep going that way till the end of the movie. It doesn't sound like there's much going on story-wise. Not really, no, but there is this guy Packard that's like obsessed with killing Kong. How come? Well, first of all, kind of because Vietnam vaguely. Okay. And also he wants revenge because Kong killed a bunch of his men after they flew their helicopters directly into his fists. That's right. Well, okay then. And so yeah, they're all just gonna kind of run around the island and sometimes one of them will get picked off and the other characters will barely react to it. Wow. Oh, and towards the end of the movie, one of the soldiers is gonna sacrifice himself. Oh, are we gonna do anything script-wise to justify his sacrifice? No, it's just something he does out of nowhere for no reason. Huh. Also, it doesn't work at all. Well, at least it's gonna be a fun 10 seconds. Yeah, it will be for sure. And how does the movie end? Well, Kong fights a big lizard and he wins. Oh, very cool. Yeah, and so then that's it. That's the end? Yeah, the humans get to leave. It's over. Okay. Something wrong? Well, it just sounds like it's gonna be difficult to tie the events of this movie to that Godzilla movie. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, we're gonna have a post-credit scene. Oh, we are? Yeah, and this guy's gonna be like, "I'm here to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative." What? Oh, sorry, the Monarch Initiative. Oh, okay. Yeah, they track monsters and Godzilla is also a monster, so there's your connection right there. Very cool, but could be stronger. We can hear a big old Godzilla roar after that if you want. That is perfect. So what do you think overall? Well, I mean, Jurassic World had a bunch of monsters on an island and it made $1.5 billion, so I'm pretty excited about this.
Well, yeah.
Great. Now that I think about it, actually, we should probably make this a lot more like Jurassic World. Well, I can certainly make a few changes. Yeah, that's true, or I could toss you aside and go straight to the source. What?
So guys, what do you think? You're gonna pick who is gonna win? Who did the better pitch meeting, me or Allie? Like what? Which one was funnier? Stop this, Kong. Team Kong, baby. So are you Team Kong or Team Godzilla? Let me know in the comments below. Who do you think won this pitch meeting? Don't forget to like and subscribe for everything PLC 85. Anything with your losing team?
It's about losing team.
Anything with your losing team?
Watch.
It's King Kong. Godzilla is king of the monsters, so I believe, because they keep calling him Kong, that he is going to defeat Godzilla, making him now king. To be the king,
You know what? I'm not even going to debate this with you because you're just going to watch the movie and be like, oh crap, I messed up. Anyways, let's go.
Comment below, guys. Your choice. As always, guys, my name is Will.
I'm Allie.
And don't forget, guys, where there's a will,
There's a way.
stay golden, my friends.
Bye.